fucking cat because I'm not in the fucking mood and I don't want to eat no more. So now I don't want to see him for the last 2 fucking days. He can suck a fucking dick and I don't fucking care if he's fucking hungry, man. He's already fat enough. So you're gonna survive a week out of fucking food. Alright? I don't give a fuck. And I saw my fucking dad's drink. I said, well, since you ate and I didn't, can I drink your drink? And he said, yeah, you can go for it. I was like, ah, thank you, because he knows I'm pissed. Ah! This is what you get for fucking, this is what I get for getting fucking pets. Doesn't happen with dogs, only happens with cats too,
No,
so.
it happens with dogs. And here's the thing, I whoop with Leia's ass, and she's still, if you don't, not tend to the food, she'll hop on that table and eat that shit.
No, dude, I whoop my dog so bad it
I've
seems.
done it so many times
Because I don't remember, but it seems I did so bad every time I offer her a whole plate that I really don't want. She's traumatized. She immediately looks away out of the plate and backs up like, oh shit, last time I did that, I got my ass whooped. You know, and
I wish Luke
honestly,
would the same shit, dumbass.
I cannot offer her a full meal. I have to take a part of it and offer her. And then if I do offer her a full meal, she thinks I'm gonna whoop her ass. And it's fair, because actually that's exactly what she got after she fucking, you know, stole my fucking, literally my whole fucking food. I didn't even get a bite on it. And you know, she goes ahead and fucking goes under the bed because she already knows that's not what she's supposed to be doing. She goes under hiding and then she's like eating it, you know, and then as soon as she notices I'm there, she starts growling because she knows I'm about to take her away her food. And that's exactly what I did. Thank God no dog nor cat has tried to attack me. But
Yeah, you don't want to look like clockwork.
No. It happened, bro. But the thing happens with you, they got you by surprise. They said, damn, this is the best time of it all. I'm gonna try it right now. And when you were really vulnerable, whatever,
yeah,
they got you know?
And it was exactly during a moment I wasn't even expecting it to happen, and he got me, and it was just already too late by the time I could. There's been plenty of time to fight with that dog, and I was ready for it, but he literally got me out of nowhere. And yeah, you kind of, even though you weren't there, you still got him. That's kind of funny. He did give me.
No, because you told me. You told me. And like, not really after, not like when it happened or after it, but way after it. You told me, and I was like, damn. So they literally, they know their timing. You know, my dogs, everything, cats, they know their timing. You know. I really don't care at this point, bro. You're not supposed to be stealing my fucking food. I'm not gonna slap you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna do you anything. I'm gonna leave you loving hugs and kisses. Steal my fucking food, and I'm gonna fucking flip. And now that I'm eating a lot, it was like, you know, when I noticed he had it, I was trying to calm down, but then my dad noticed he had it. And then my dad cooked it, and then my dad was really pissed. It was like, oh, really? And I was like, alright, you know what? I was not gonna get pissed, but now I am. And I started whooping. My dad said, don't hit him, but that's the first thing I fucking did. Come over here. I told my dad, get some fucking sheets out of the fucking fridge. Because every time you get sheets from the fridge, he comes out. And he loves cheese, you know. Yeah, that's how
you said sheets, I'm like, damn, he wants bed sheets. This motherfucker wants to destroy bed sheets.
No, cheese. No, he just cheese. Like, you know, what would you do with the sandwich or hamburger.
He
And
probably didn't
so
want to come up for cheese anymore.
he came out as automatically. He was like, oh, you know, and I grabbed him from the neck and I started fucking slapping him from the back, from the middle, and from the head.
I mean, at
was like,
least
I
you
don't give a
smacked
fuck.
him. At least you.
I smacked him
I-
like 5 times.
I won't lie.
I
Clockwork, I give
you
him
know,
my
'cause
full
you know,
blown force of both
you
my
don't do that.
hands.
Well, yeah, you do that with the dogs. I forgot. When you grab them from the neck, you know, from the back of the head
Well,
on
you
the
know,
neck.
I did it because they're so heads are so strong. So it's
They can't really move. That's exactly what I did with my cat. He was trying to defend himself though. He had the fucking, you know, nails out and shit, but I had the control over him,
knew.
so I won.
You knew. You're like. Yeah. So no, I've had the control over Luke previous times. See, I understand. I did got him. I damn near killed a dog once, and I was going to, but I should have. I'll be honest with that. I should have, for how much fucking pain and suffering he caused. I should have just done that. And my dad said it would have messed me up, but you know, it's part of life sometimes, and I still think I'd be doing. I wouldn't be going to hell because I killed a dog that wants to kill us. So. But no, you know,
Dude, I remember one of my best friends. You know, he probably didn't know at the time, even though he was almost like 18, 17 by the time, probably younger. He still had the age for, you know, to know what was wrong and right. And he actually told me he once kicked a cat in the face, and he took his eye out.
Oof.
And yeah, it seems he never forgot that. And yeah, he told me, and I never forgot that. 'Cause it was like, damn, bro. You know, and now he's not with us. You know, he
Passed
actually
away.
got killed. He got killed because he got in the you know, in the bad side of the business. He's in the dark side of business, basically, in the, you know, in the killing and drugs and all that. And so, you know, man, he told me once that, and I was like,
He died, or
damn, bro.
Your friend died? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
my friend died.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah, he was one of my best friends.
I don't look.
He was the reason why I almost died one day after his death, because you know, I got too depressed. I was too depressed, and when his dad came, he died offer, you know, a lot of drinks, and I didn't eat all day. And I started drinking.
Did it?
No, he overdid it. He actually overdid it, because he was mixing
it's
shit.
Nice to do some shit, but like, I don't know.
And
Sometimes
you know, it was.
You just gotta cry it out. You know, that's what.
No, of course, but it seems, you know, because of that, I lost control and I started crying, and I don't remember that, but my friend told me everything. Big Mac told me everything. He told me, because Big Mac was there, thankfully, because if Big Mac wasn't there, I would have gone back to my own house where my granny was, and then I would have, you know, passed out and started vomiting all the fucking alcohol I just drank. And that's, you know, my granny probably wouldn't have that at her age. She probably would have had a heart attack, honestly. You know, it's everything about perspective. I passed out on Big Mac's cousin's house, which it was next to Big Mac's house, which Big Mac's mom was there. She was alive and she was there. And when I passed out, you know, they tried to drag me to the bathroom, but I was too heavy. They couldn't, so they started throwing cold water into my face right in the kitchen, or in the hallway of the kitchen. And you know, I luckily woke up, but not probably because of the water, but also because Big Mac's mom's slaps. She was slapping me in the face like a motherfucker. I was like, I woke up and I said, damn, that's how you guys wake up over here? Damn, that's crazy. And then she told me, nah, you almost fucking died. And I was like, what happened? And she told me, and I was like, oh my god. And yeah, you know, That's literally what happened, and everything of that was because of my friend. He got killed, and everybody was depressed. Me, Big Mac's sister, Big Mac's cussing, Big Mac's mom. It was everybody, and then when my best friend that passed away came here, because he lives in the United States, so when he came here, I know him for a year since I was a kid, and he was like, "Well, since you guys are grown up, let's go have some fucking drinks," in the name of his son, and I was like, might as well, and dude, that fucked me up, because when Big Mac told me, I started crying when we were drinking and I was just, out of control. I told him, wow, I don't remember that. And then he told me, yeah, you came crying all the way over here to my house. Like, you were really crying. And I was like, wow, I don't remember any of it. Like, really. And so, yeah. You can really tell how his passing really affected me some way or another, because when you're really drunk, you most of the time are happy as a motherfucker. Honestly, one of my first ever moments of being drunk was with him, my friend that passed away. And when I noticed, he wasn't there no more, I probably lost it there, when I was drunk, and I was like, damn, I probably remember a lot of moments and shit, but it's like Big Mac told me, I blacked out. That's how the name of it is. You blacked out, you don't remember, even though your body still, and your mind is still, which is creepy.
Right.
You never know where you're gonna end up after that, but thank God I have Big Mac on my side, and he said, no. He got
in the
me.
underworld, yeah, we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. But which is why you do have to have a strong belief in God. Because it's strange because, I think either you get reincarnated or you're stuck on the other side, and I don't know how it's gonna be like
until
either.
your moment comes.
Yeah.
I don't know about a lot about that, but my granny, not the one that passed away from my, oh shit, I think they're calling me? No, okay. From my mom's side, she told me how, like, people that kill themselves, it's really important when you can't kill yourself. Or, do things that you shouldn't be doing. You should,
Yeah, my dad's heavily motivated by that fact personally every day. He knows his
by
friend
suicidal?
well, because his friend died at 18 years old. He hanged himself and they found his body like a week or two later. So my dad has been looking into the paranormal for the past 20 years of his life. And he does know that, it's a sad thing. It's like he knows that his buddy is stuck there on that tree or whatever he may be still. And it's just the ghost paranormal life is not.
No. But well, you're right.
When you
He's
kill
still a bit
yourself,
stuck.
you don't know. Here's the thing. You do have to live a good life to what you think. And I do try to live that, but man, it does seem like life does try to take you down. But as long as you believe you're going down a good path and shit, because you don't want to murder anybody unless it's self-defense, and even still, you shouldn't have to. But sometimes that's just the case. You get to a point with that, and then. I don't know. It's pretty crazy if I'm being honest with you when it comes to this kind of state. We're in a whole new generation, and the thing is, it's been going for a while. You're 25, I'm 24, so I mean, yeah, you might be 26 for all I know.
No, I'm about to though in September.
But yeah, even with that coming in, still, it's just like it's been long. And I appreciate that fact, but there's gonna be a time where it probably starts to fasten up a little bit. And, we just got to appreciate
I'm already getting ready
moments.
for how do you call it? For death. I'm
It's
not
more
fully.
of the fact that you just don't get
I'm not
scared
fully.
anymore about it. It's like, what's the point of being scared about something that is inevitable?
It's also a part of that, but it's not fully that. Because, when people are scared of something, most of the time they're fully scared of it for the rest of their lives. Heights, whatever. But death is a whole fucking topic. That's coming for us all. no matter what you do, unless you know those top guys have learned how to be immortal, and we don't know it yet. But you know, we have to fucking deal with it not at the end of the day. And so, you know, we have to come to the terms that, you know, we have lived our lives and we're happily, and then you know, not everybody get the chance to live this long. 25, 24, 30, you name it, bro, higher. You name it. You know, that's part of being grateful, I think. And we have to learn just to be grateful. We can't really. I know I complain a lot, most of everybody. I complain about Call of Duty, everything, you name it. And you know, sometimes we gotta learn not to do that and just be grateful, even though we're getting shit on or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause that's part of life, and you know, we just have to be grateful that we're living and not, you know, dead. Um, and so yeah. I'm already coming to those terms, but I can't really tell when I'm gonna be fully ready, of course. But I'm reading books, I'm reading audiobooks, you name it. I'm learning, and I'm trying to be in peace with life and death. That's all we can do, honestly. And I'd be thinking about animals. I'd be thinking about, because you know, part of the Bible that says animals don't go to heaven or something. I don't know. I don't know if that was the Bible or something. But they told me animals don't go to heaven, but I still think about them because they're living things. And they suffer and they think and they remember just like us.
I'd be damned if
Um,
they didn't, because I'd be pissed. They didn't. They didn't do
man,
anything to deserve damnation
man,
of
I
hell.
met the Christians. I was Catholic, right? That's what you said, Catholic.
I mean,
I was
obviously, you get
first
to a point that
Catholic,
probably the
then I
main
met the
reason they ever probably
Christians.
stick around would be because of how much love and appreciation they have. But like, it's like still
No,
just.
but they make it seem that they can't make it to heaven because they don't have a conscience. They don't really have a conscience like us. They can't really decide for their own. Let's say, they can't go to the bathroom. They can't go to the fridge. They can't go outside get a job. You know what I mean? For
Doesn't mean they
example.
don't have a personality. Whoever wrote that
Exactly.
shit up needs a swift kick in the ass by yours truly.
I thought of that too, honestly, when I first noticed. I was like,
No, cause
what?
it's just I have plenty of dogs, and then the ghost
Hey,
stories I
my dad has a
personally.
hard belief. My dad has a strict belief when he passed away, he's gonna
He's
see
gonna be
all
looking
the
for his
animals.
dogs. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah, he's
figured
gonna
out
see
that.
all the animals he ever had once, even when he was a kid. And I was like, that's really a good way to look at it, because that's beautiful, bro. You know, honestly, it's beautiful and as beautiful as it can get. And so when I noticed that, and they told me that, and I was like, that's when I started to backtrack. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna believe that, because honestly, dogs are your best friends. If anything, they deserve a heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and they make it seem like no, you know, I think I asked like, okay, so if they don't go to heaven, where do they go? Where do they go? And they say basically nowhere. Like they don't go nowhere. They just like, you know, they just die, pass away. And I don't know, man. I really, it's hard for me to believe on that part, which a lot of parts, which you know, they told me are so kind of like harsh. Also, because I learned that on the Christianity part, yeah, Christianity side, when you pass away, yeah, you go to heaven. If you go to heaven, you have to go into judgment, like just like everybody first. And if you go, if you are in the book of life, then yeah, you go to heaven, and then you're gonna be in heaven for some time, not forever. Then they're gonna make you fall asleep until you have to fight in the world for God's side versus the bad side, you
No.
know. And I was like, really?
I
So
kind of find that hard to
we
believe
don't have
because I don't.
control over that? And they told me no. Like, as soon as our time is to sleep, we have to sleep. And we're gonna be asleep until we are woken up for the last war or the last battle or whatever, I don't know. Which is Jesus and his angels against, you know, the bad side. And that part, I don't know. That was hard for me to believe. I was like, but I don't want to be asleep. I want to be with my family. I want to be with my friends. I want to be with my pets, the ones that made it to heaven. I want to be with them until eternity, until we have to go to war. You know, that's what I thought. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Religions are different, and that's why, ever since from the start, I never got an interest on them. Every doubt I had, I gave it out, and they told me, and I was like, I don't know about that, but yeah, man, it's part of the religion, and so that's how it is. Um, that's why I only believe in God, not specifically in religion. I can go to a church every Sunday, but I have to obviously
I just
keep
don't
an
got the
eye.
time for that, to be honest. I got a lot going on.
Obviously,
So it's like, it's
especially
easier
now.
said than
But I
done.
mean, when I'm grown up with my
No, but
kids
I
and
know
I
what
have
you
a
mean, though.
wife,
I do believe in all that shit, too, because it's just like, I mean, yeah.
and
It
I don't
gets
mind
down
if it's
to
a
a.
Catholic or Christian. I don't mind. I just, you know, if my wife wants to go, and I think it's important to go, because that way, I don't know, you're learning about something good about God, you know. Even though you learn about your fears, because people don't want to hear about hell, but you know they make it seem like hell is a legit thing, and if you have to learn it, you have to learn it. And, you know,
Yeah. It's just crazy. I. Yeah.
it's something why it goes connected with your sins, you know. Hell is basically a way to control human beings on their sins. If you have a way to look at it that way, it's basically that. In the good way of it, it's heaven. You know, your actions are gonna be the ones to let you the doors open to heaven. Not only your actions, but accepting Jesus Christ as your savior. You know, there's all that, and so. It's really important. I've learned when I was a kid and when I was a grown up, because at one point I didn't want to live, and I felt like God gave me a hard lesson. He literally let me experience death for less than 1 minute, and I was just thinking about everything and everybody and my family, and how I just wanted to rest in peace. I don't know, I don't want to be suffering for eternity. I would just want to be in peace, and I want to, I accept my Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and that's my will is your will, God. And after I said that, I woke up and I took the breather I took the breather back because I felt like I haven't. My body wasn't really breathing. My body was it took, it shut off. It shut off. It shut out. And as soon as I came back, I actually felt like my body was urgence of air. And as soon as I could breathe, I was like, and I felt like I was about to die. I called my dad, and my dad was out of his way to work, way home out of work, and so he told me. I felt the pressure of just rushing back home when you called me, but then I I notice you're fine now. I can't really rush it. I don't want to make an accident, you know. And yeah, it's just part of it. Just letting you, letting you know a side of the story. But not only that, I also had a, how do you say, a
Heart
holy
attack.
experience with God. No, I had a holy experience with God. I I was having a, and you could say I was having a anxiety attack, everything combined. I was crying, everything, and I was wishing for my uncle's life for a longer time, you could say. And then I felt like I had a conversation with God. It's really hard to explain because
No, I get
but
you. I've had a similar experience, but I pray for
it
the
was
life
like
of
in
my
a
hamster.
second. It was in a second, and I
It's
felt like
based
he
off
actually.
your true devotion of saving one's
That's
life.
what my granny told me. Like, you truly desire. You truly desire to speak to him. To speak to him, he'll let you speak to him. And, I mean, he always lets you speak to him, but he'll let you know that he's listening, and he'll let you know that he's talking back to you. And that's exactly what happened to me. And when it happened, I was crying. I was in a sitting position on the chair, but my body, my mind and soul, I mean, was actually on my knees, and I was begging that, and that's how it worked. Like your body, you don't really need to be on your knees. You just have to put it on your mind and soul. Like you're talking to him personally. You need him right now personally, like with your true desires. And he's gonna let you know that he's there. And then when that happened to me, all my sadness and all my stress went away in a second. As soon as he let me know, and I was like, wow, this is the power that he has. That's incredible. Like I told you, it was less than a second. You know what I mean? And I was like 13 by that time. I don't really know. You know. And when he told me the straight facts. He told me I can't help your uncle. Basically, that's basically what he told me. Basically, bro. And when he told me in one sentence, bro, literally one sentence, I understood everything. The only thing I didn't understood was why. And then I went to my dad and I asked him, God, my dad, this is what happened, and this is what I understood from it. Like, can you give me the full image? And then he did. And he was surprised. He was like, wow. And then he was like, yeah, this is why. And then he told me. And I was like, okay, now I get the full message, the full image, basically. You know. So yeah, it's also important. You know, to not be doing bad stuff. You know, desiring people, bad stuff. You know, be always good. Be always there. I try to be there all the time. I know I was outside in the neighborhood today, and some people in the neighborhood, they seem like they're happy with me, but they're really not. Some of them, not most of them. Some of them, because they ask for my jobs in a certain way, and I don't like it, and I reject it. You know what happens when you reject them? They're not happy with you. You know.
You can't please
Um,
everybody though, too. Sometimes.
that's exactly what I tell my dad every time. Like, you can't please everybody, Dad. Like, I got to the point. I really got clients coming left and right. And him and my granny saw that, and they came to my door, knocking my door, and they came and said, Gene, we're both proud of you. Like really proud of you. With their eyes, you know, full of water, about to fucking cry on my face, and then my eyes started watering, and I was like, thank you. And I started hugging them, and then I hugged them, and then I backed out, and then they noticed I was about to cry when I closed the door, but I cried nonetheless, because I had to. It was something I've been looking for this whole time, and it was because of that. Having so many clients, seeing my art on TV, and it was like, and
Made an
that's
impact.
yeah, and that's not even doing like other people do. Like, you know, they say they sell their soul. I'm not even doing any of that. I'm just doing my fucking what I'm supposed to be doing from the start. That's all I'm doing. And if they offer me that for fucking millions, I'm gonna say no. Even if they fucking reject me for everywhere, every side, I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna go for it. I'm keeping my peace and quiet, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Even if you're fucking poor and dying of hunger, peace and quiet is what matters at the end of the day. You don't wanna, you know. That's why I believe there's demons and angels fighting for our souls. There's a war right now going on. And that's exactly that. But you're the one. You're the one that's the last call. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're the one that
you walk
decides if
down
you.
the path of darkness or light.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and I have my taste of fame multiple times without doing any of that. So I know for a fact you can do it without doing that. You know what I mean? You can make it without selling anything. Selling your product and your art and whatever you're fucking offering without your, you know, the thing that drives your body. That's what matters at the end of the day. My granny told me that when I was growing up. She told me how important your soul is and how your body, you know, how important all that is for when we pass away. We can all reunite once again and be forever after happy, you know, in heaven. And I fully believe that, and that's when you know I met my girlfriend's parents, and they were Christians, and they told me this is exactly what happens when you die. You pass away. Part of it, all right, fine. It seems cool, but I don't know. I'm not gonna believe like
By the time I get
I'm gonna be
old, I've
put to
done
sleep,
fought
and
with
my
you so many
parents and my
times, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do another war against this motherfucker. Because if he's with me, sure, but a
That's
war at
funny.
the end of the
No, but
thing for
honestly,
me
I
to go
believe
and deal
that
with that
part
shit,
of
man.
the last war, which is the spiritually war. You know, That's why we're fighting right now to preserve our soul and actually go to heaven and meet our loved ones. You know, because yes, if you go to hell, you might meet a lot more people. And, you know, some of the loved ones probably, whatever. And you know, you might not like it, but it's not where you want to meet them. You know what I mean? Want to meet them in heaven in peace and quiet, and you know, they make for when I was a kid, they make it seem my granny make it seem heaven is a place where you're gonna have your place and you can desire for everything. You can desire everything, whatever you want, and wish for everything, you know, and you're gonna meet your loved ones and whatever, etc., etc. And that was awesome, and still awesome for me. I don't care, I don't complain, but when it came to Christianity part, I was like, I don't want to be put to sleep. I mean, if that's how it is, then all right. I won't go against God, but I want to be there with I want to live the moments that we got in heaven with my loved ones and my friends, and and also because of that, I you might ask yourself why you suffer a lot for your friend's death. It was because we didn't know actually if he has the right to be in heaven or in the other way. Because the way a lot of people told us, he did some bad things in the dark world. You know, We don't have any proof of it, but you know, it seems he owed some money too, and he got in trouble. And all of that is connected to that too. You need to know what, like at that age specifically, you know what's right and what's wrong, and you should guide for, you know, look for the guidance of God. If you know, if you don't know if what you're doing is right, you should ask for His help, and you should at least have an idea what's, you know, the least correct thing that you can do in the situation that you're in right now. And so that's why all of us weren't really in depression, I could say, because we didn't know if we made it or not, you know. Um, and so yeah, it's a hard topic, because, you know, also we saw his body on a picture, and I remember we were seeing his mom and one of my, I mean, he's a friend, but not really. He's like almost around the way, midway. And he was in the house, and he was telling my best friend's mom that passed away, my best friend, that, you know, there's a picture basically around that there's, you know, his son, you know, in a picture dead. He didn't say the full sentence because I interrupted him, but I told him, you can't be telling him that. You can't, no, no, no.